Hey, 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 it's Rebecca, and you're listening to Resilient by Design. Today, I'm talking all about the mistakes designers make when they are trying to build and grow a business, and specifically how to better build a design business that fits your ideal lifestyle, right? One that is really there to support your dream life. And so I want to walk you through, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, five areas that you can work on that will really make a big difference in helping you build a business that's going to fit your ideal lifestyle, because that is just as important as making money.
All right. I'm Rebecca Hay, and I've built a successful interior design business by trial and error, podcasts, online courses, and so many freaking books. Over the last decade, I've grown from an insecure student to having false starts to careers, and now I'm finally in the place where I want to be. Throughout my journey, it's been pretty obvious that I'm passionate about business and helping other entrepreneurs do the same. Each week, I'll share tangible takeaways from my own experience and the experiences of other badass women to help you build your confidence and change your business.
So, the first one that I want to talk about today, and this is a shorty episode, so hopefully this gives you a little bit of pep in your step and a little bit, excuse me while I put my lip gloss on. I don't know why you need lip gloss when it's a podcast, but you do. These are the 5 steps that you can consider. Evaluate your business where it stands today. Evaluate the type of business that you want to grow and figure out if you have clarified these 5 things. Because having these 5 foundational areas organized and set up in your business these are going to make a really big difference for you to give you the time freedom to have a wonderful business that's profitable, but also that fits with your lifestyle. So here we go. The 5 essentials every designer needs to start and build a business that supports their dream life. Shorty episode. Let's go rapid fire. Number 1, a clear and scalable business model. If you don't define your services and who you want to serve, you're going to take on anything which will lead to burnout, right? This is why it matters. This is why you need to treat your business like a business and have a business model. So here's what you can do. You can write down, especially if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you don't really have a clear business model, or you're like, it's kind of wishy-washy at best, write down, what is your dream project 5 years from now? Take a minute, write it on a piece of paper, journal, Pinterest it, whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. But what kind of spaces are you designing 5 years from now? Who is your ideal client? How much are you charging? How much are you making? I want you to use this as your guiding vision. What is the business model that will scale you to get to that? It might be that you simply want to have 1 or 2 really large scale decorating projects a year. It might be that you want to have a team with multiple designers in a studio space. It's personal. What does that look like to you? Don't look at your neighbor. Don't look left. Don't look right. Don't look on Instagram. Close your eyes. What is that vision? And what is the business model that you have? Is it going to get you to that 5-year vision that you have for yourself? I can tell you that a business model where you are a designer for a day and that's all you offer, that's probably not going to get you to 1 or 2 large decorating jobs a year. I mean, it might if you happen to do design for a day for the right client. Think about how you position your service so that you are going to be getting the clients that are going to get you there. Okay, number 2, you need a signature design process. So here's why that matters. When you have a clear step-by-step process, it will build trust with your clients and potential clients. It's going to save you time because you're not reinventing the wheel with every step of a project. And it is going to allow you to charge more money for your services. This was a game changer for me. Once I started to follow a repeatable system and steps, a process that I told my clients about, this is how we do things. Every project follows our 7 steps. I was able to charge more money because clients saw the value. You want to ensure that you have a process that works for you. So take a minute, outline your design process. Maybe it's 5 steps: inquiry, concept, design, project management, styling. Keep it simple, no more than 10 steps. Keep it simple and clear so that you can communicate it easily to your clients. So, first, you need a scalable business model. You've got a vision. What's going to get you there? Two, get yourself a freaking process. Whether you do full service design or you simply do design for a day or you do paint consultations, what is the process? What happens after they reach out to you? How do you deliver the service? It should be rinse and repeat. And then number three, get yourself a lawyer and develop a strong contract, which will be your legal foundation for your business. Here's why that matters. A contract is going to protect you. It's going to protect your time. It's going to protect your money. And it's going to protect your sanity by setting clear expectations, boundaries with your clients. Your contract can be the cornerstone of your business. That is the foundational piece. And it's simple. All you need to do is to download a template from the internet if you want, right? Get it from a reputable source like ASID, Arito, or a business lawyer, and then customize the sections to fit your business. And then you need a lawyer to review it. Just because you've downloaded it from a reputable source on the internet does not mean that it's good to go. I always recommend you get a local lawyer, review it. You pay them a one-time fee for them to review, give you feedback, and give you the okay, this is good to use. 3 non-negotiable sections that should be in your contract. 1, payment terms, right? What is expected of your client? When do they pay you? How much do they pay you? Is there a percentage? Is there a holdback? What does that look like? 2, what is the project scope? If it's in the contract, great. Or if it's an attached appendix, also great, but it needs to be in there. Number 3, timelines. What is the deliverable? Do you have a timeline? Is there an estimated timeline? Are you responsible for timelines? That matters. Make sure those 3 areas are inside your contract. And of course, make sure that you talk about the services. What, I feel like this goes without saying, but I'm going to say this anyways. What type of service are you delivering for the fee? What type of service are you responsible for? Who's on the hook if something goes sideways? These are all of the areas that a lawyer can help you with. So, number 1, you need a clear, scalable business model. 2, you need a signature design process. 3, you need a strong legal foundation by having a contract. 4, you need a clear pricing strategy, but also a strong financial system. Number 4 is all about the money. Here's why it matters. You need to know your numbers. Because when you know your numbers, it'll help you set profitable pricing. It will help you manage your expenses and avoid any financial stress. I can tell you in the early years, oh my goodness me, was I stressed about money. I was in the red, which meant I was owing back taxes to the CRA because I didn't realize I was collecting money that wasn't mine, that I then had to pay HST. Then it was income tax, like all of those things. Get yourself a bookkeeper. That is how you are going to start and scale a business that fits your lifestyle. If you have someone who's looking over your expenses monthly and your revenue coming in and helping you track all of that, that will then be the foundation for you to figure out your pricing strategy. Because if you don't know how much money you need to keep the doors open in a year, how the heck do you know if you're pricing your projects accurately? Here's a simple task that you can do with the help of a bookkeeper or on your own. List all of the business expenses that you have incurred for one entire month. You could use software. You could do it online. You could enter into an Excel spreadsheet. You could write it on a piece of paper. I don't really care where it goes. This is an exercise to start to open your eyes. Ideally, if you put it in an Excel spreadsheet or a Google sheet, you could track it month over month, which is what I like to do. So you can see if there's any changes, anything pops up, and where areas are that you can reduce. But put them all down on paper for 1 month. That would include things like software as a service, aka SaaS, rent if you have a space, marketing expenses like photography, anything you've printables like business cards, your Wi-Fi, your computer expenses, any of your programs like a design files, QuickBooks, subscriptions that you might have like Photoshop, AutoCAD, etc. People that you've paid, freelancers, office supplies, your car, if you're putting that under your business, any travel, perhaps, any continuing education, like any courses that maybe you've signed up for. That is all a business expense. List it all for 1 month. Get clear. Pay attention. There might be some expenses that are charged annually. Don't forget those. Maybe amortize that over 12 months if you want, but list them all out. And then use this amount of money to set your minimum project fee. This is a unique way of looking at it. But if you don't know your costs, you can't price profitably. If it costs you $5,000 a month in expenses, plus what you pay yourself, that should be the minimum you'll ever collect on a project, assuming you get 12 projects a year. Do you see where I'm going? This is basics. This is not a more complex, robust way of doing things, but this is a really good place to start. If you don't know your costs, though, it's going to be very hard for you to price profitably. If your costs in 1 month exceed how much you're charging for a project, then you better be bringing in double the amount of projects, right? You need to look across a year how many projects you need at how much money to cover your expenses. Okay, so that's number 4. So we covered already 4 areas. So these are the essentials that every designer needs to start and build a business to support their dream life. First, a clear, scalable business model, a vision. What type of business do you want? Is it scalable to where you want to be in 5 years? 2, a signature design process, a step-by-step way that you run projects every time. 3, a strong contract. And hopefully, as you're hearing me talk, some of you are like, yep, check, got that. Yep, check, got that. Ooh, might need to tweak it. Like, I'm hoping a lot of these you already have, and these are reminders. But for those of you who are new, you might not have any of these, and that's okay. Number 3, legal foundation to your business. You need a contract, and you need it to be reviewed by a lawyer. Number 4, financial systems and a pricing strategy, right? So once you figure out the financials in your business, what does it cost you to run your business every month? Then you can start paying attention to how you price your design projects. And then lastly, number 5 is marketing. You need a marketing strategy to attract your ideal clients. Why? I mean, it goes without saying, right? But you need to find a consistent, which means repeatable way to bring in new clients, not just to rely on word of mouth. You know, my husband has always said to me, referral business or word of mouth business will keep you in business. But if you want to scale and you want to grow past your current customer base, you need marketing, you need sales. You need to consistently bring in clients on repeat and not rely on word of mouth. Word of mouth is great though. You still want that. So what I would consider is what I would maybe try and brainstorm a list of 5 tactics that you could use for marketing to bring in your ideal clients. If you can't think of what you would do, then you need to get in my boot camp because that's exactly what we talk about. We talk about attracting better clients. Many of you have clients, but they're not the ideal. And you just want better projects. You want maybe bigger projects. Maybe you want bigger budgets, excuse me. How are you going to attract those clients? That's exactly what my boot camp is for. It's coming up. I think you can even register for it today. It is at rebeccahay.com/bootcamp. Head on over there and you can register for my bootcamp where we do 2 whole weeks. I'm kicking your butt and I'm going to give you some strategies so you can get moving on the marketing, so you can start to generate those leads and bring in those new clients. Because without a marketing strategy, it's going to be very hard to scale. All right, 5 essentials. Let me remind you of these 5 areas. Don't overcomplicate it. They are essentials, which means focus on the core component. and then take small actions that will lead to big results. If this feels overwhelming, pick one area or even one tiny task from today's episode that you could complete this week. What is one thing in this episode that you could do this week? Is it reach out to a lawyer? Is it review your expenses? Is it join my boot camp? Is it, I'm just scrolling back up. Is it casting a vision for 5 years from now? I mean, if it was me, I'd probably do that first, even if I've done it before. I freaking love that exercise. I do it at least once a year. If not daily, I'm constantly dreaming of where am I going to be in my future, right? Is it your process? Do you need to map out step by step? What task can you accomplish this week? Okay, so I would love to hear from you. DM me, which task are you tackling first? I would love to hear from you. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'm Rebecca Hay Designs on Instagram. And please subscribe to this podcast, leave me a review, share this episode with a friend. Maybe there's someone you know who is just starting out in their design business, and this could be a real good kick in the butt. Maybe it's somebody who hasn't even taken that leap of faith yet, but is curious and wants to know if they've got the chops. Send them this episode. It's bite-sized, and I hope it'll inspire you to take a little bit more action to get your business set up like a business so that you can scale to that 5-year vision for your life. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this shorty episode. I'll see you soon.